So let's take a look at a function, come up with its inverse, and then verify that that is in fact the inverse. So let's take a look at given y equals 3x plus 2, and we want to find its inverse function. And again, this is a little bit of an algebraic review. In the next video, we'll really start the calculus aspect of what we want to look at. But if y equals 3x plus 2 has an inverse function, we can figure it out by taking the x and the y and swapping them. So we then write it as x equals 3y plus 2. And now I just have an equation I can rearrange and solve for y. I can subtract 2 from both sides and get x minus 2 is equal to 3y. And then if I divide by 3, I get y equals x minus 2 over 3. So we now have this idea that the function f of x, the one that we started with, 3x plus 2, and g of x, which the inverse function is x minus 2 over 3, we now have this idea that they are inverses of each other. And if we want to verify that, which is what we're going to do next, we can verify this statement by evaluating f of g of x. So taking g and inputting it into f, and by also evaluating g of f of x. So taking f of x and inputting it into g. If they are inverses, both of these things should come out just as x. So let's start off with f of g of x. So again, taking this expression for g and inputting it here into f. So instead of 3x plus 2, I'm going to have 3 times x minus 2 over 3 plus 2. Well, if I look here, this 3 and this 3 are going to divide out, and so I end up with just simply x minus 2 plus 2, or x. Now then, in order to verify they are inverses, I need to also show that g of f of x is also equal to x. So I take f of x, which is 3x plus 2. I'm going to input it into g. So 3x plus 2 minus 2 over 3. Well, the plus 2 and the minus 2 will cancel, and I end up with 3x over 3, which is x. So I get this to work out. I can verify that, yeah, these two functions right here are inverses of each other. And we can say since f of g of x equals x, which equals g of f of x, we can say f and g are inverses. And so that's kind of the algebra review, this video and the previous one. In the next video, we really start diving into the calculus, where if I give you a function, I can ask you, what is the derivative of the inverse of this function? And so we're going to use a lot of the properties that we saw in the past two videos to come up with a way to find the derivative of a function's inverse.